Now that you are familiar with the types of extinguishers there are, you might wonder, aren't all fires the same? To answer your question, yes and no. Fires are made of three components: oxygen, heat, and fuel. However, the material for fuel changes for each scenario. As the material changes, the method to turn off that fire changes as well. Water might work for a Class A fire, yet make it worse for an oil or electrical fire. You should always put your safety first and call 911 if the fire is uncontrollable. With that being said, let's dive into it. This type of fire is the most common one, since it can be caused by materials such as wood, paper, cloth, trash, and plastics. To take it out, you must focus on getting rid of the heat out of the fire. If it is an indoor fire, pour water on it or use a Class A fire extinguisher. If it is outdoors, there are multiple ways to deal with it. Number one, pour water on it. Number two, smother it with existing ash or dirt. Number three, use a fire extinguisher. Flammable liquids and gases. Materials: gasoline, oil, paint, and lacquer. The most important thing to understand with this type of fire is that water should never be used when trying to extinguish it. Using water will only spread the flammable liquid, causing the fire to go everywhere. The best way to manage a Class B fire is to target the oxygen component of it. This can be done by using a foam fire extinguisher, which is a Class B fire extinguisher. It is important to mention that fire extinguishers are labeled based on the classes of fires they are designed to combat. Class A, B, C could be used for any A, B, or C type fires. Electrical fires. Needless to say, anything that uses electricity could cause an electrical fire, which makes these types of fires quite common. You should never use water on electrical fires. Water is a conductor of electricity, meaning the electricity could travel back through it and cause the person using the water to be electrocuted. The best thing to do is to target the heat component of the fire. Using Class C extinguishers will get the job done. The next type of fire is not a common one, and it mostly happens in an industrial setting. The materials that cause these types of fires are magnesium, titanium, potassium, and sodium. Just like Class B, target the oxygen component of the fire. This will smother and absorb the heat without reacting with the burning metal. This can be done by using sand on small fires and Class D fire extinguishers as well. Do not use Class A, B, or C on it since they're effective on metal fires and can sometimes make it worse. These types of fires are common since they are most likely to occur in commercial kitchens or any place that has cooking taking place involving things such as cooking oils, grease, or animal fats. You should always target the heat component of the fire. Two important things to point out are to always turn off the fire source if it is an option and never use water. There are different methods to deal with Class K fires depending on its size. For a small fire, if possible, turn off the stove. Cover the lid of the pot to suffocate it. Use baking soda to stop it from spreading, then turn off the stove. If it is a big or out of control fire, you should use a Class K fire extinguisher and only a Class K fire extinguisher. Classes A, B, or C may temporarily suppress the fire, but it will not stop it. Now you know how to deal with different types of fires. Please be safe out there.